The first, listen up. So the first 4 problems are the only ones that we're going to be held responsible for completing because the 2 on the back side are the exact same 2 as the last 2 questions. So this is solving one-step inequalities. The reason why these are called inequalities is because instead of having equal signs, they have inequality signs. When you're solving one-step inequalities, there's 2 exceptions that makes them not the same as solving equations. One I just covered. Instead of having equal signs, they have inequality signs. The second exception that makes them different from solving one-step equations is what? Who remembers what my second exception is? What's my second exception when I solve one-step inequalities that makes it different from solving one-step equations? It's something about flipping the sign.
Oh, you gotta flip that.
When?
After you do your first.
Help them out. When it's something about a negative, when you do what with a negative? What operations?
Flip.
But when do you flip it?
Divide.
When you divide by a negative or multiply by a negative. Okay? So let's take a look at the first 2. We have r plus 7 is less than negative 1. We're still going to circle our variable and draw our line of our equality. Now my goal is to get the r by itself. So how am I going to do that, Trevon? Yeah, I'm going to subtract 7. I'm going to show inverse operation on each side. Cancel, bring down my r. Now, I'm subtracting by 7, so my inequality sign stays the same because I did not do anything with multiplication or division. So it's going to be r is less than negative 8. Good. The next one is s over negative 2 is greater than or equal to negative 4. So how do I get the s by itself here, Quenisha? Multiply. What am I multiplying by? Because I'm multiplying by a negative 2, what's going to happen to my inequality sign? Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and come straight down, and I'm going to go ahead and flip that inequality sign so I don't forget. Because I'm multiplying by a negative number, I flip my inequality sign. My left side, I go ahead and bring down my variable s. Quanisha, go ahead and finish it up. What's negative 4 times negative 2? Positive 8. Now, when you guys go to take your quiz today, you're going to have a point for circle, line, box. Your inequality sign is going to be worth 2 points. Showing that you have the correct inequality sign and that it's facing the correct way will be worth 2 points. You'll have a point for showing inverse operation and then a point for the correct answer. (3t) is greater than negative 5. Eleanor, how do I get the t by itself? I'm going to divide by 3. Since I'm dividing by a positive number, do I do anything to my inequality sign? No, because it is a positive number. Now, if you take negative 5 and divide it by 3, what happens?
A decimal.
Yeah, you get a decimal. I don't want it in decimal form. So I'm going to leave it as a fraction here, negative 5 over 3. Can I reduce that?
No.
No. So that's going to be my final answer, negative 5 over 3. Okay, last one here. Negative 6u is less than or equal to 20. How do I get the u by itself? Divide by what? Just divide by 6? Negative 6. So that cancels. Bring down my u. Now, since I divided by a negative number, do I flip my inequality sign? Yeah. So u is greater than or equal to, what's 20 divided by negative 6? I'm going to keep it as a fraction. It ended up being a decimal. So before I can even do that, what do I need to do with my negative sign? Well, where am I going to put my negative sign?
On the 20.
Yeah, I'm just going to move it to the top of the 20. So now I have 20 over 6. What are these numbers both divisible by?
2.
2. So what's negative 20 divided by 2? Negative 10. What's 6 divided by 2? 3. So your final answer here is going to be negative 10 over 3. Now, let's say that you don't want to work that out how I did there in the red. All you would have to do is take your calculator. You type in your negative button, which is down in your bottom left. So negative 20, your fraction button, the ABC, over 6, and you'd hit equal. Well, it'll give you the 3 and 1/3. So it'd give you a mixed number. To change that back to a proper fraction, you'd hit second, fraction, equals. Then it'd give it to you in simplest form. Any questions?